Greetings, supply chain enthusiasts. Martin here. And today we're on a mission to uncover the hidden value in your SAP system. So buckle up and let's get started. In this video, we're going to deep dive into 3 key things that an MRP controller should always know or be aware of. So Dave, tell us about these 3 things MRP controllers should know or be aware of.
Hi, Martin. Do you know how often I've experienced MRP controllers finding themselves a little lost in the weeds? There is so much going on in the day-to-day that it's easy to lose the plot. In this video, I'm going to highlight 3 key things that every MRP controller should know. First, we need to know who is responsible for the different MRP elements that show up in our planning. Who can we go to when we need help? Second, we need to know where we are behind on our work and work to bring that current. And third, we need to know what's new. What's changing from a business perspective? What's new since last night? What is the news of the day? We've got great tools at our disposal, so let's go in and take a look. Some of the most common inventory control questions a business leader is going to ask revolve around who do I go to get a supply answer, especially about materials that are in short supply or overstocked or holding up my production. Why do I have so much inventory of material? How long does it take to make or procure this item? Who's our most reliable supplier? Why are we making so much of this material? Or conversely, why are we making so little and constantly can't supply customers on time? All of these questions revolve around an MRP controller. He's a key person in the supply chain. In terms of planning and procuring, the MRP controller is one of those key personnel we need to have complete expert knowledge of a product we can rely on to help in key decisions. Now, how do we get to these MRP controllers and what do we do with them? Grouping and prioritizing. Typically, MRP controller is either a planner or a buyer. In some cases, planner would handle internally procured materials and a buyer will handle externally procured materials. In some organizations, you could find one person doing both the internally and externally procured materials, but rare. The assignment of a material in a plant to an MRP controller is used to clearly define who is responsible and accountable for that product in terms of demand and supply issues impacting the entire supply chain, which ultimately impacts your overall profitability. SAP allows us to assign unique MRP controller IDs for each material plant combination. We do the assignment in the material master field, MRP1, designated for MRP controller. Let's have a look at what that looks like and where we do it. I'm looking at the material master, MM02. I'm looking at a material. Go to MRP1 for my plant, and I have an MRP controller field designated.